Hello student, I am Niyati Chauhan, Assistant Professor at LG Institute of Engineering and Technology. In today's session, I will explain necessity of instrumentation and control for environment and sensor requirement for environment. Let's see some basic questions in chapter 1. What is instrumentation and control? Next, types of pollutions. Then, necessity of instrumentation and control for environment and sensor requirement for environment. Okay. First question. What is instrumentation and control engineering? Instrumentation and control engineering is a branch of engineering that studies the measurement and control of process variables. Means in instrumentation and control branch, we will measure and control the process variables and the design and implementation of system that incorporate them. Process variables include pressure, temperature, humidity, flow, pH, force and speed. Means in last line some process variables which will use in industry. So which type of process variables used in industry? So given below: pressure, temperature, humidity, etc. Next, types of pollutions. There are many types of pollutions are available. You see in Google, you write air, you write pollutions. So many types of pollutions mentioned in Google site. But we are using air pollution, water pollution in our syllabus, and I have mentioned other two pollutions: soil pollution and noise pollution. First, see what is air pollution. Air pollution means air pollution is a mixture of solid particles and gas in the air. मीन्स जो सॉलिड पार्टिकल्स एंड गैस का मिक्सचर है वो प्योर एयर के साथ मिक्स होता है तब पॉल्यूशन क्रिएट होता है, राइट. सेकेंड वन, वाटर पॉल्यूशन. टू एडिशन ऑफ हार्मफुल केमिकल्स, गार्बेज टू नेचुरल वाटर, राइट. मीन्स कोई कचरा है वो नेचुरल वाटर के साथ मिक्स करते हैं, सो इज नोन एज water pollution, right. Natural water मतलब rain water. And the third one, soil pollution. Soil pollution means कि अगर कोई टॉक्सिन या कोई गार्बेज हम ऐसे सॉइल पे फेंक देते हैं, राइट, तो वहाँ पे जो पॉल्यूशन क्रिएट होता है इज नोन एज सॉइल पॉल्यूशन. And last one, noise pollution. Noise pollution means any disturbing noise, right. मतलब कि जो अनवांटेड नॉइस है तो उसके कारण जो पॉल्यूशन क्रिएट होता है इज नोन एज नॉइस पॉल्यूशन. एनी डिस्टर्बिंग और अनवांटेड नॉइस that harms human or wildlife, right. So is known as noise pollution. Next one, necessity of instrumentation and control for environment. Means इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन एंड कंट्रोल एनवायरनमेंट के लिए क्यों जरूरी है? You see answer here. In industry, the environment has to be kept constant or has to be constantly monitored for achieving the desired output. Means हमें इंडस्ट्री में एनवायरनमेंट को कॉन्स्टेंटली मॉनिटर्ड करना पड़ता है, लाइक उसका टेम्परेचर इतना होना चाहिए, वाइन फ्लो रेट इतना होना चाहिए, राइट? तो ये सब जो काम है वो किसका हो गया? इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन एंड कंट्रोल इंजीनियर का। फिर वेरिएबल्स है उसको तो मॉनिटरिंग और मेजरमेंट एंड कंट्रोल तो करना ही है, राइट? तो इन दिस लाइन variable like temperature, pressure has to be kept constant for certain process here. Instrumentation and control comes into play to keep the variables as constant, right? तो सब प्रोसेस वेरिएबल को मेजरमेंट एंड कंट्रोल करने के लिए इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन एंड कंट्रोल इंजीनियर की जरूरत पड़ी। नेक्स्ट, फिर जो सॉइल पॉल्यूशन जो होता है, तो सॉइल पॉल्यूशन में एसिडिटी लेवल, अल्कलिनिटी लेवल, तो वो सब चेक करने के लिए उसकी पीएच भी चेक करनी पड़ती है। सो इन दिस लाइन इट comprises of different spectroscopy instrument, microscopic instrument, chromatography, which are extensively used test analysis of different parameters of environment science. Means हम डिफरेंट स्पेक्ट्रोस्कोपी है, माइक्रोस्कोपिक है, वो सब भी यूज करेंगे एनवायरमेंट साइंस के पैरामीटर चेक करने के लिए। नेक्स्ट वन, एंड नेक्स्ट पीएच भी है, वो पीएच मीटर वी विल स्टडी इन चैप्टर 2, राइट? सो फॉर पीएच मेजरमेंट we will use pH meter. So we can also find the pH of soil, means in soil acidity and alkaline level we want to measure. At that time we have to use pH meter. So here it also include other test analysis like pH soil, acidity or soil alkalinity, and various other things which are required for experimentation. And next one, sensor requirement for environment. Means environment के लिए सेंसर की जरूरत क्यों पड़ी? So environmental sensors are connected objects capable of providing various type of information. If I connect sensor with any object, so I can find out motion, level of whatever I require. So I can measure and I can sense of position, right? So location, position, level, the individual moment and contextual element which can be compared to data collected via sensor. So I can collect data from sensor and embedded on or implemented in individual, including the validation of alarms like in the case of false. Means कि अगर आपने ऑब्जेक्ट के साथ सेंसर लगाया है, फिर आपका जो डिजायर्ड आउटपुट है उससे कम या ज़्यादा आता है, तो आप एक कंट्रोल सिस्टम लगा दो और अलार्म थ्रू यू कैन फाइंड आउट, अगर कुछ फॉल्स हुआ है तो आप अलार्म थ्रू फाइंड आउट कर सकते हो, या तो आप इंडिकेशन लैंप लगा दो, राइट. सो फॉर दिस पर्पस वी आर यूजिंग सेंसर इन इंडस्ट्री. नेक्स्ट वन, different types of sensors for environment. There are many types of sensors in environment, but here I am discussing ultrasonic level sensor, infrared sensor, electrochemical sensor, and electronic temperature sensor. In in ultrasonic level sensor, when when we are using in industry ultrasonic level sensor, at that time we can measure level of water. If I put ultrasonic sensor here, so I can measure level of water, yeah, any other chemical. Then if I use infrared sensor, then I can measure motion of any object, yeah, heat of any object, right. By using electrochemical sensor, we can find out concentration of gas, right. And sometimes it is also called gas detector. And in last one, electronic temperature sensors. There are many types of electronic temperature sensor. Number one, RTD. Number two, thermistor. And number three, RTD, thermistor, and thermocouple. Okay, so uh, these three types of sensors we will study in electronic temperature sensor. One more thing, prepare notebook of this subject, right. I have discussed in first lecture, uh, that was introduction lecture, right. And today I have started chapter 1. So in note down questions in your notebook, right. These questions note down in your full scape. Then after, one by one write down definition in your notebook, right. So at last moment of exam you can easily read and get good score. Okay. And I will discuss 4 sensors in next lecture, right. If you have any query in this session, you can ask me. Okay. And one more thing, uh, necessity of instrumentation and control engineering for environment is a very important question for in for this subject in the EI, right. If uh, you can't write very well, so you lost marks in exam, right. And the sensor requirement is also important question for GTU, right. So these two questions these two questions uh, note down in your full scape and write down very well, right. Okay. Okay, thank you.